Rob might be Australia's angriest panel beater, accused of botching jobs in revenge like Will's half-painted van. Tonight, Will is in for a surprise, thanks to our viewers. But he is not the only customer who claims to have copped a spray from raging Rob.
It's my van. Here it is, Will.
Last time we saw Will's van, it looked a little different.
Doesn't look like my van. And it's a full job this time.
Sparking the mother blue of all blues.
When you do get Will to do something, he does half a job. Now, off!
Will says he was promised a painted van if he worked for free, except his angry panel-beating boss Rob only did half the job.
Him, you, and your current affair. That's what I think.
Tonight, your overwhelming response to fix Will's van.
Bit of good karma goes a long way.
That touching transformation in a moment. First, why Will isn't alone. Our viewers tell of their own experiences with raging Rob.
I didn't get the job that we agreed on. I got a car that was pretty much trashed.
I'm a broken man now. I got nothing.
Half a job, Rob. Not Australian, that's what I'd say. Anybody that dupes people like he does is not Australian.
At 6'5", there's not a lot that can shake Melbourne dad Steve, but he feels he's been taken for a ride.
Money that could have gone to my kids.
This saga, he says, has almost destroyed him.
Had another panel beater have a look at it and nearly cried after he told me the results, but what do you do?
What were the results?
Pretty close to a write-off.
This was supposed to be Steve's prized showpiece.
Well, the deal was he was going to cut the car and do the modifications we were doing to it and repaint it.
Steve says they agreed it would take 1, maybe 3 months max. Instead, after more than a year at Rob's workshop, this is what came out, despite once looking like this.
That's the quality of welding we get out of a panel beater that's meant to be a great panel beater.
So this is part of the roof?
That was a part of the roof, yeah.
And this is what he's done here?
Yeah, he just threw a bit of a patch in and thought it'd work.
Rob's excuses are something else. I've run out of money. My airdryer itself. I'm knackered. Even my mum just died. But somehow she came back to life to speak with me over the phone.
As you can see, plastic that's meant to cover the car and protect it from getting painted. He painted it into the paint.
In April 2019, a year after Steve dropped off his car, Rob writes, Sunday, pickup. 2 weeks later, he says, I'm so paint choose. A month on, next week finished. Then, I haven't done. Too windy and wet.
I don't know how to describe him. Half a job, Rob. I don't think that does him any justice because he's not even half a job.
At one point, Steve says Rob moved factories.
He disappeared and didn't answer phone calls, didn't answer messages. And then I saw a Facebook post that said he was in Morwell. So I actually had a couple of days and went driving around Morwell looking for his workshop to find my car.
Steve says he finally did, and after confronting Rob, the rogue panel beater used a forklift to tow his four-wheel drive out, damaging it in the process.
There was a big dent there, had to be ground back and flattened out and straightened.
Steve says he paid Rob at least $8,000 and estimates he'll need to spend another 10 grand to get his car on the road.
Could have gone to a kid's house. But what do? You got a car that's was worth a lot of money, and then it's worth nothing.
They look good, right? But later on, things go terribly wrong.
Lee's daughter Charlene bought this Holden from Rob.
But then a couple of days later, things started to sour. And then they started really souring.
Lee says they were less than impressed when the car started having mechanical issues.
And he wouldn't give us the money back on it. It's your problem. Everything you got on that car now, mate, is your problem, not mine.
Charlene has since tragically died, leaving behind 4 kids.
Just heartache, mate. And this car, I'm keeping this car because that's all I've got left of me daughter, this car.
There's a difference between working and not doing anything. Will got exactly what? Will, we're is asking for?
A current affair can reveal Rob Kalman, also known as Robert Taylor, was sent bankrupt in 2016, owing a debt to his own sister.
Don't go there. Don't learn the hard way. Take it from someone that's been kicked and kicked hard.
After our first story on Will's van, we were inundated by offers to get it fixed. Panel beaters from right around the country, even members of the public struggling themselves, offering to send us the money to get the job done.
I'm overwhelmed.
We caught up with Will while he was isolating at home, preparing for minor surgery.
It certainly lifts my spirits up that people want to respray the van and make it look decent again. Thank you very much for helping out. Take good care of it.
We will.
After a 2-hour trip from Will's home to the city, the van arrived at the workshop of South Melbourne panel beaters, part of the Melbourne Prestige Panel Group.
Oh, it was just to do a good thing, to do a good deed.
Co-owner Jason doesn't want publicity or for us to make a fuss of his generosity. He tells us Will's struggle with autism struck a chord.
We got together this morning and had a chat about it, and we're all keen to get on board and help out. Just to, you can't leave something like this. It's not right.
After a week of spraying, finally time to surprise Will.
This the colour you wanted?
That's the colour. Doesn't look like my van.
And it's a full job this time.
This time, not only is it the right shade of blue,
You've got a new windscreen as well. And you've got a
Wow.
brand new stereo in there.
Wow. That is unreal.
Jason and his team have gone above and beyond.
You've done an amazing job. I'm kind of speechless. Don't know what words to use.
Mate, I'm just happy that we were able to help you out and put a smile on your dial.
Nice to bring you some good news. Rob maintains he's done nothing wrong and denies the new accusations against him.